Hey guys, this is Nikhil and I'm your Vice President for Sports and Societies, and here I am back again with another live taster session, another live catch-up session with our societies this time. We have our tasting societies this afternoon. We have coffee and whiskey societies with us. Uh, yeah, Ali, Hadasha. So
Hi.
you could introduce yourselves now. Yeah, you could introduce yourself, Haley.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Haley, and I'm the president of the Coffee Society for this academic year.
I'm Teresa, and I'm the president for the Whisky Society.
Glad to have you on the show. And what's the best thing about your club, Haley?
So I think the
Yeah,
best
what's the
thing
best
kind of
thing?
for us would be kind of the opportunity to learn more and discover things about such a commonplace and accessible thing. And that you get to do that with people that are really like-minded and passionate about it and getting to try all these new things together and thinking about stuff like ethical and environmental issues. There's so much that goes into coffee of the kind of science, political and cultural aspect. It's really interesting. And also you get to drink a lot of tasty coffee.
Yeah. And what's the best thing about your society, Tasha?
I would say like the one of the first things, if you ask anyone what do you associate with Scotland, would be whiskey itself. So we do
Yeah.
try to teach people quite a lot of informational stuff about whiskey. We don't just chuck it down. That's often what people misunderstand. And I mean, it's a really great opportunity to taste a great variety of whiskey besides learning about it, because we have up to five whiskey per tasting. So, if especially for exchange students who want to get to know stuff in a short period of time, this is actually quite perfect.
Yeah. And how was the year 2020 for your societies? I know it's been a tough year with very limited in-person. I mean, societies didn't even have any sessions, in-person sessions last year. So, but you people did really well with organizing some online events. So, how did that go for you?
Yeah, so we set up a Discord server as kind of a virtual home for us over this year, so we could kind of build a community around that. And we did some kind of games nights and movie nights through there. And we also managed to do a remote cupping where we got little tasters of coffee out to people, and we could all brew it ourselves because all you needed was a cup and your hot water and a couple spoons. So we were able to do that remote cupping, which is like a tasting. We were able to highlight a bunch of local roasters and cafes. So we were able to do quite a few things.
Yeah. And Tasha?
Well, we tried about the same thing. We send out little parcels with sample boxes of whiskey, and we actually managed to complete five tastings with five whiskies each. And we had quite a variety of themes that we covered. We covered the whiskey regions in Scotland. We covered cask finishes, peated whiskey, winter warmers, and we even had some socializing stuff with pub quizzes and stuff.
Yeah. And what has been your highlight of being part of your society in the time you have been at uni?
I think
So,
I
like,
learned how to make actual good coffee and also making really good friends and learning a lot of things as well. And it was really good when we were able to meet up in person of having our events in cafes around Edinburgh and getting to go out and see those. And it gives you a really good excuse to kind of get away from your studying and actually go out and see the city and make friends as well.
yeah, and
I
Elsa?
have to totally agree with that. For me, it's also just meeting up with the people, sitting together and getting away from stuff. And but I have to say, my absolute favorite thing, my absolute highlight of being in the Whiskey Society used to be the trips we had to Speyside and Isla, which we currently cannot do. But that was great, having a weekend away with your friends in Scotland and visiting some distilleries.
Yeah. And how has being part of a society enhanced your university experience?
Just the way that it forces you to get away from all the kind of studying things and actually take a break and focus on something different. We try to make our things not always focused on going out and drinking, so it can kind of suit everyone. So we don't all the time go out to bars and stuff. And even if you wanted to try decaf specialty coffee, if that was more your thing, that would fit in with us. We really tried to be kind of opening to everyone. it's definitely been useful, especially just now, to have that community to talk to and be able to do stuff whilst we're all apart.
Yeah, and Tessa?
Um, I think the best thing has been that you just meet different people, like people who are not in your course, people who you can talk about different things than just the course subject. That's really great. And besides making friends and connections to, especially exchange students who are away so quickly, it's great to learn more about it. Like I was not a whiskey drinker before I came to university. In fact, I haven't even tried it before I got here. And now I can actually lead a tasting for the past 2 years now. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I know society's activities are really limited at the moment. So, what have you planned for this try semester, and how can students really get involved with your societies?
So we hope to kind of run
Ellie?
the same sort of virtual events that we've been doing before, whilst kind of working on like getting kind of more members still, because it's been difficult recently, and trying to build up that community still. So we're just kind of hoping to keep on with the same sort of virtual stuff, and hopefully we'll be able to meet in person soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm seriously missing those days in person activities, right? Hopefully the guidelines change and we
Yeah.
could meet in person soon. Yeah. And there's
Um, we try to continue with the virtual tasting like we did in trimester one and from like mid-February onwards, because we got quite a lot of feedback from members and even committee members who were not able to return to Edinburgh right now because of restrictions. So for that time being, we tried to have like online events like a pub quiz or a distillery tour watch together and stuff planned.
yeah, last year I know you had some regular whiskey tasting sessions. You had some pickups at office, right? Whiskey pickups from the
Yes,
office. So that
exactly.
yeah, that went really well. And uh, what can we expect to see from your society in the future, 2021 and beyond?
So we'd
So
obviously
Haley?
hope to be able to get back to the kind of in-person stuff that we were doing before. So that would include the kind of cafe meetups and trying to work with the local
Yeah,
community to kind of do things like we've done roastery tours and we had a latte art workshop planned, which got cancelled, which would have been really good, as well as running our own kind of cupping and tasting events as well.
yeah. And Tessa, what can we expect from the Whiskey Society?
Well, we try to get back to the regular tastings like in trimester one from February onwards. But on top of that, well, we had a Isla trip planned, like a weekend trip. We don't know if that is possible, but we try to at least have one day trip to a distillery that is in Edinburgh or in the closest surrounding area.
Yeah, that's really great. So once the guidelines get better, we can really plan things, right? And what three words would you use to sum up your society? What three
I would
words would you
go
use to sum up
for
your society? Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Ellie.
caffeinated, tasty, and informative.
That sounds good. And Tessa, what three words would you use to
Um,
sum up your
we agreed
society?
on we as a committee agreed on welcoming, educational, and hysterical because we do have some laugh flashed while during the tasting, especially after the fourth gram.
I thought you would include alcohol in it.
It does. I cannot deny that.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is the banter at your society? And anyone you want to shout out that contributes the most?
So we've been like a really kind of small and quite close knit society in the past, but that means that there's like a really good sense of community and actually like getting to know everyone in the group really well. So I think it can be a 10 when we're able to all kind of get together. It's not really anyone in particular, it's just a good kind of core group of people.
Yeah. And Tessa?
I would agree, a 10 definitely, because as you said, we also have a quite a tight, smaller core group that have been regular at every tasting. With those people, absolutely, and even everyone else who joined, they've been able to adapt so quickly to everyone else. That was really really fun to see. And also like even alumni, people who've been in the society previously and left university, they still check up on us or write us a message and we're like, how are you doing? Or after we posted our meeting recap on Instagram, they're like, oh, I tried that whiskey and it was really fun. Great to see that you had it as well. Stuff like that. That's definitely a 10.
Glad that you didn't mention that. So, apart from your society, which is the coolest club or society at Team Napier?
The only other one that I'm a member of is the Rocketry Society, so I feel like I have to say them, and I'm really upset that I'm not going to get to go back and finish painting my rocket just now.
Yeah, and there's a
Like, I have to say women's rugby because I play for them as well.
oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
No, they're
and
genuinely lovely girls who are up for anything.
and if your society was an animal, which animal it would be, and why?
So the one we picked is the goat because there's a legend that that was how coffee was discovered after an Ethiopian goat herder's flock accidentally ate some of the beans and they were so energetic that they wouldn't go to sleep at all that night. So that was why I think we would be a goat.
Goats are really underrated, right?
Yeah, they were super energetic.
Yeah, and there's a
Well, we actually agreed on elephants because they stand together at like water pods, drink together, have each other back, and stay together as a community.
but do elephants drink whiskey? Just
They
kidding.
drink water, but whiskey is the water of life, so
Okay. So, do you want to tell anything about your society to the audience?
Just that if you're interested in joining, we have the like sign up on the Ensa page, and if you go through that, we'll then get in touch and add you to kind of the Discord. You can also message us through Facebook or Instagram, and we'll be able to get to you through that and answer any questions that you've got.
Yeah, and there's a
that's the exact same for us. Like, check out our social media, check out our Insta page if you have any questions, and yeah, just give it a try. If it's not for you, that's fine.
yeah. And to the audience, check out our Insta website. There are various number of societies and clubs that we offer. So if you wanted to take part in it, do subscribe the membership, and you could take part in the events and activities. So hopefully, by the end of March, we could see some in-person activities happening. So do subscribe the membership soon if you wanted to take part in the events and activities. So anything you wanted to tell finally to the audience? Nothing?
No, I think
Okay.
that's everything.
Yeah, so stay safe and take care of your health. See you all soon again. We have another session at 5 p.m. with our sports club. So do catch us at 5 p.m. again. So, okay. See you all soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.